Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm back. I'm sorry it's been a while, but I'm here ready to do another movie review, and I want to welcome all of you to my very first series of movie reviews. But we're going to start off by of just two movies, of one movie that has only one sequel. And so we're going to start off with my movie review of Under Siege, starring Steven Seagal, Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Busey, Eric Eleniak, or I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, but and then of course other actors in this action movie from the early '90s, and it's about a former Navy SEAL played by Steven Seagal named Casey Ryback, former Navy SEAL who is currently a cook on a battleship, and during a celebration for the captain's birthday, a group of terrorists unexpectedly starts to take over the entire battleship and hold every Navy man hostage and start to pull out attacks from the ship. And so, of course, Steven Seagal has to, stop all these terrorists from accomplishing their mission, just like a lot of other action movies. So, and and of course, for those of you who have seen it, as you know, the main villain is played by Tommy Lee Jones, and so yeah, so that's pretty much what this movie is about. So this is a really fun action movie. I really like this movie a lot. Um, I gotta say, it's actually it's kind of a, I don't know how you describe it, but like kind of it's just really unexpected of how the enemy of how the bad guys in this movie like starts showing of how that they are bad guys by being in disguise of being like this rock band and like all this staff and all that, and then and then just out of nowhere they start pulling guns out and start taking hostages, and it's like but like I said, I really like this movie, and the girl who like I said is played by Erica like I don't know how you pronounce her last name, but apparently she's a playboy actress, and of course they used her to be a part of like this celebration, like before the attack and all that, and she teams up with Steven Seagal, and they go in and they go to stop all these bad guys. So yeah, so yeah, this, I mean, I will say, yeah, not one of my. This is not quite one of my favorite action movies, but it is a movie I really do like a lot, and I do recommend seeing this movie. Even though you're not really into action movies, I do recommend seeing it because this is a really good movie. Steven Seagal is really good. Casey Ryback is a really good protagonist in this movie, and just like yeah, and early on, I just want to say early on in the movie, the second in command of the battleship, Commander Krill, played by Gary Busey. Like, of course, you see that he's an asshole. He's kind of an asshole, but then he turns out to be a traitor because he's helping the enemy. So, so I gotta say, there was something I found kind of odd. I do want to say one issue I have with this movie is I found it kind of odd is that when you get towards the end of the movie, when they eliminate, one of the main when they eliminate the traitor played by Gary Busey, like he's on a submarine and then they fire, but since like if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about that like right before the attack, like Commander Krill, like, he locks Casey in the really big meat locker or whatever, and that's the last they see him. I mean, eventually Casey does find out that Krill is a traitor, but they never meet in person again after that. Like, which I found kind of odd. I was really expecting that before Krill would be killed, like that they would face off and like, you stupid son of a bitch or something like that, like you fucking traitor, and and then it's like, but just you have to accept of whatever they put in the screenplay or whatever. But either way, this is a fun action movie that I really enjoy. That I have really do enjoy watching. I watched it for the first time, actually, really early this year, and I really do like it. Steven Seagal, like I said, Steven Seagal gives a really great performance in this movie, and Tommy Lee Jones is really good as the main villain. I mean, it's just kind of weird how they had the villain be like he's like of how he's like dressed and all that throughout the entire thing, and it's like it's just kind of weird though. That's kind of another issue I have with this movie. It's just I don't know. I mean, I will say Tom Lee Jones' character. He's not I have to say he's not really like one of the greatest villains of all time. Really, I would maybe kind of maybe kind of see if I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But nothing. But so this movie, yeah, and I gotta say, like when that attack happens, and those and the bad guys, start taking hostages and all that, it would just be so awesome if maybe at least some of those terrorists who are sons of bitches, if maybe we could see the main character, like some of them, we could just beat the shit out of them and just fucking torture them to death. I mean, like with those kinds of bitches, in that kind of situation, of course, I would want to take the whole ship back and all that. But I would want to have time, like especially if I get really pissed, like grab a couple and just beat them and just torture them, like cut them in half with a chainsaw or something, But it's like you just want to give those like at least, like you just definitely want to give horrible people like that what they get coming to them. Not just a really quick death by getting shot in the head or the chest or whatever, but cut his penis off really slowly or something like that. It's just. Ugh, but either way, although in fact, this reminds me, I almost forgot. Another issue I have with this movie is that I really hate it in action movies. Like, I don't remember his name, but one particular villain that we do see out throughout the entire movie. Like, this particular villain and one other minor villain that I can't remember his face, but like after we see him when he's about to do something, like he just disappears and we never see him again. Like this one villain who he's Asian and he has like bald front top right here, and then like his hair is like back, and he has a mustache, and like probably early 40s or whatever. Like that particular villain, we don't see him get killed or even get captured. Like he just vanishes. So it's like, what happened to him? Although I'm sure it's on a boat, and they retake the ship, and so I am sure that every single one of them is dead or in custody. But it's like, I hate it when there are even just minor villains in movies that they just vanish. Like you don't see them get killed or be captured and taken into custody. I hate it when they do that in action movies. They should not do that ever. But they have done that anyways. I just fucking hate when they do that. It's just ugh. But that being said, of course, I've said some spoilers, but yeah, good guys win, bad guys lose. So yeah, this is a fun action movie. I like this movie a lot. So yeah, and Steven Seagal, he's a really good actor, and Tommy Lee Jones, I've always loved Tommy Lee Jones. He is a fantastic actor. He really is. And Gary Busey, he's good also. And it is a pretty good fight scene at the very end with Casey Ryback and the main villain, played by Tommy Lee Jones. So yeah, and then oh my god, it's like he just like stabs him on top of the head with the knife, then just like ugh. But and then at the end it's the captain's funeral because the commander, because yes, like right when the attack starts, the commander dies, the captain kills him, or the commander kills him, and then oh yeah, and Colm Meaney, is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know, but yeah, then and then that son of a bitch dies by getting killed by that woman that he and the rest of the bad guys that he and the rest of the bad guys brought to the ship. So yeah, but it's kind of it's just kind of annoying. After Steven Seagal meets the girl, all right, you need to be quiet, but like she just doesn't listen. It's like I'm like, you want to get killed? It's like, but you know. But anyways, Under Siege is a really fun action movie. Even though you're not interested in that action genre of movies, I do suggest watching Under Siege. It's a really good movie. Like I said, Steven Seagal is really good. Not an excellent movie, not a fantastic movie, but I really do like this movie a lot. And I just want to say this is actually, in fact, my brother Ryan. This is actually one of his favorite action movies of all time. So I have to say he loves this. He loves this movie more than I do. But either way, I like this movie a lot. Maybe I don't quite exactly love this movie, but still a really good movie that I really like a lot, and I truly recommend that all of you check out. Even though if you don't watch action movies, I'm gonna give Under Siege a B+. So thank you all so much, and I'll be back very soon for my review for Under Siege 2: Dark Territory. That movie's gonna be fun to review, and thank you always so much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later. See ya.